Hello and welcome. I'm Stephanie Lillian and this is the Q&A/tip for the week. This week our question is if I have any recommended postures or stretches that you can take while sitting at your work desk. So I have lots of recommended stretches and postures, but today I'm going to boil it down to 3 stretches that you can do sitting right at your work desk or in your work chair. So I'd like to invite you to join me with these stretches so you get an idea of how to do them and you can incorporate them into your daily routine throughout your workday. So before we begin, for all of these stretches, I'd like you to sit forward on your chair so much so that your knees are directly above the ankles and that your shoulders are above your hip points. So we have a nice firm stance grounded within the feet. Let's start by placing the hands on the thighs. So our first stretch might seem a little bit obscure, but we're actually going to work on stretching the eyes. So a lot of the times when we sit all day, we tend to strain our eyes by looking at the computer and having to look at just a certain distance from us for potentially long periods of time. So we're going to start by working the muscles around the eyes. So find your nice seated posture, and when you're ready, we are going to start by trying to look at the tip of your nose. So take a moment with both eyes, try to look at the tip of your nose. Connect with your breath, pausing here for about 3 big breaths. Let's take one more. All right, from here you're going to look directly to the right. So without turning your head, try to shift your eyes to see as far right as possible. Again, you'll hold for about 3 breaths. Let's take 2 more. Keep the chin to the center of the chest. All right, go directly left. So shift your gaze all the way to the left now without turning your head. 3 big breaths. Breathe deeply. Relax your jaw and shoulders. 1 more breath. All right, now we're going to look down like we want to look directly to our chin, so just past the nose. 2 more big breaths. 1 more. All right, imagining as though there's a box in front of you, look down to the right corner, so look towards the ground on the rightmost side. Chin stays lifted and centered, so notice if you tend to move your face when you move your eyes. 1 more big breath. All right, opposite corner, so bottom left. Breathe deeply, keep your gaze on the bottom left corner, chin pointed forward, 1 more big breath. All right, 3 more spaces. Now imagine as though you want to look up right between your eyebrows, so almost like you're crossing your eyes looking up. Again, try not to lift the chin, keep it parallel with the ground. 1 more big breath. All right, top right. So we're going to the right now, looking up as high as you can to the right-hand side. You may feel the eyes working at this point. 1 more big breath. All right, top left, final point. So shift the gaze all the way over to top left. Keep the chin in the center. 2 more big breaths. Relax your jaw. 1 more breath. Great job. Take a moment, relax the eyes, rub your palms together really, really quickly, creating friction and heat between your hands. And then once you're ready, you feel warmth between your hands, gently place the heels of the hands on the eyeballs and rest the fingers on the top of the head. So you should feel a nice warm sensation from the hands after we just did those stretches on the eyes. Just allow your eyes to relax into the sensation. Take a couple big breaths. Alrighty, gently bring the hands down. How'd that feel for you? I know it's a little different working into the eyeballs, but again, when we're really strained forward, sometimes just looking different places can relax and refresh the eyes. Okay, our second stretch is going to be working into the neck and the upper back, a most commonly strained posture by sitting and working as well is upper back. So inhale, reach those hands out and around, palms touch, and then clasp your hands at the top. Exhale, bring the hands behind the head. On your inhale, lift the chin, elbows spread wide. Exhale, round, looking towards the chest, elbows come towards touching. Let's do a couple more rounds together. You can follow the pace of your own breath. Really broaden the chest on your inhales, and on your exhales, stretch the back of the neck and upper back. Let's do 2 more rounds just so you get the feel for this. This is an awesome, awesome stretch for working and sitting all day. 1 more round. Inhale to open. You're doing great. Exhale, round it on down. On your next inhale, open on up and relax the hands down. All right, our final stretch is going to be working into the hip points. Again, when we sit, a lot of the times, our hip flexors tend to get short and tight. So this stretch is going to hopefully help you open up the hips a little bit. Start by crossing your right ankle over the left thigh. If this is enough of a stretch for you, stay here. Try to press that right knee towards the ground and flex the right foot so the toes are pulling back towards the knee. So knee presses down, toes pull back. Inhale, sit up super tall. And then if you want to go a little further, exhale, maybe you begin to hinge on forward. Go to where you feel a nice stretch in the outer right hip here. Take a couple big breaths, relax your jaw, soften your gaze. 1 more big breath. Inhale, come on up to seated. Exhale, place the right foot down on the ground. We'll do the same stretch other side. So inhale, cross the ankle. Exhale, toes pull back. Knee gently presses downwards. If this is enough, you'd stay right here. If you want to go a little further, hands place on the ankle, on the knee. And on an inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, hinge it on forward. Pause for a couple big breaths. Again, knee keeps pressing down. Should feel something in the outer right or left hip on this side. Breathe through the body. 1 more big breath. Great job. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, set the foot down. Now, if you have time in your workday, I have 1 bonus stretch for you for working into the spine and also improving digestion. A nice little twist. So start by sitting up nice and tall. Inhale. On your exhale, place your right hand on the back of your chair somewhere or on the seat behind you. The left hand's going to come to the right knee. Inhale, can you sit up even taller? Exhale, maybe you begin to pivot looking over your back shoulder. Pause here for a couple big breaths. Keep that right knee pressing outward so it stays stacked over the right ankle. Breathe deeply, relax the jaw. On your next inhale, look forward. Exhale, unwind. Same thing other side. So bring your left hand behind you, either to the seat or the top, the back of the chair. Right hand comes to the left knee. Inhale, sit up super tall. Exhale, begin to look over your back shoulder. Again, pause for a couple big breaths. Low belly pulls in and up. Breathe deeply, relax the shoulders. 1 more big breath. Great job. Inhale, gently look forward. Exhale, unwind. Those are some awesome stretches for you that I hope can help you throughout your workday. When you are stretching, if you're going for adding in relaxation and mindfulness as well, really try to coordinate your stretches with your breath. It'll take your mind out of the future, out of the past, and let you come home to the present moment. So I hope those stretches help you. Thank you so much for joining me here today, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Namaste.